Oh, get me out of broken hearts and starting fights.
Hello everyone, assalamualaikum and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So today I'm back again with another video. I think you guys have already seen the first impression of the Kaleidos makeup video already in my channel, and this one right here is actually my thoughts and sort of review for the Focallure foundation, which is called the Focallure Full Coverage Matte Foundation. And in this video I tried to explain my thoughts, but it might not sound very organized because I'm very tired right now, so I might have blabbered a lot, so please pardon that. But if you guys would like to know about this foundation or what I feel about this foundation, let's watch the video and let's see how it performs in my face and what I think about it. So I'm starting off with the primer, and I'm taking my Touch in Sol No Problem primer. I also do have the Focallure new Blur primer, but I'm not going in with that one. But I think that is also a silicone primer because the last time I used it, it felt pretty silicone-y, and it is a silicone primer, I believe. And I saw that this foundation is actually not meant to be used with the silicone primers. Something like that was mentioned in their website, but I actually personally didn't have any problem using it with a silicone based primer. So I don't think there is any problem if you do that and if you set your face. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm not even wearing their ones. I'm going to go with the regular ones that I usually use, and you guys can see how it looks in my face and get the idea from it if it can work with your primer or not. And I also want to give myself a round of applause because I'm attempting to film this video when it's 38 degrees Celsius here in Bangladesh, and it's just so melting hot. In with my usual color corrector, and this is the LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in the shade Fawn. I have matched myself with the shade 13 and 14 of this range. I'm going in with the shade 14. 13 is a good match too, and I have actually tried both, and I think personally I like 14 more, and I will try to give a swatch of 13 and 14 side by side so that you guys can understand. But if you're someone closer to my skin tone, then I would suggest you can go with 13 probably, because 14 is a little bit too tan, and I do like tan foundations because they tend to match up better with my all over color, and that's why I'm going in with the shade 14. But regardless of the shades, the formula is the same, so I think my shade is 13 or 14, and I'm going in with 14 today. So I have the foundation in my face and in my hand. I'm really sorry, it might look weird, but it was for an Instagram video. But don't ask me why it got in my hand, because I actually couldn't have them in the upside of my hand because I was doing this swiping motions, but whatever. So we are going to try out this foundation. This is the shade, this is 14. So you can see this is how actually the foundation looks in my face right now, and by the look of it you can see that it has got like a sheen, and even though it's a matte foundation, it has got that sheen, but I actually don't mind it. Someone who likes a very matte and dry foundation, you might not end up liking it because it's sort of like a dewy sort of matte. Even though if you don't set it, you will have this shine. So if you want to set this foundation, you will definitely have to use a setting powder, otherwise you wouldn't get the matte finish if you want that. So I always do set my face with a powder, so it's not an issue for me, and I actually personally do enjoy this kind of texture when it comes to a foundation. And even though I do have like oily skin type, I do prefer this kind of foundations because these are much more easier to work with, and even if you take some time before you apply your concealer, it won't dry out in your skin and it won't get patchy, because when you you know, on a already dry face where the foundation has like completely dried out, when you try to apply concealer, it just doesn't get blended that well because it doesn't have that base in a moistened kind of way where it can, you know, blend with one another. I hope I can make you understand what I'm trying to say. So that's why I always prefer this kind of matte finish, or this kind of, like, you know, dewy finish when it comes to my foundation. Even my Marc Jacob foundation, that is like one of my most favorite foundation. It's a very, you know, suitable foundation for oily skin, but I love it, but because it has got that, like, you know, slippery kind of feel to it, and I personally prefer that thing with all of my foundation. I have so many foundations which I ended up not liking because they were too dry in my opinion for a matte foundation. I know matte foundations that tend to be dry, but I don't like too much of a matte because they actually kind of emphasize the lines in your face. They end up not looking good after 1 or 2 hours of application, and that's just not my vibe. So I actually personally prefer this kind of finish, and I have wore this foundation quite a few times, and you guys have also seen me wearing this one in my live session. So yeah, pretty much I can tell that it actually looked really good on me. And for example, in the end of this video, I will show you comparison with another matte foundation which I didn't end up liking that much, but it was really hyped. I didn't like it because it was very matte in my opinion, so I will show the texture, what I'm talking about and why I don't like those. So let me just finish up my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay everyone, so this is the full look, and I don't know if you guys will believe me or not, but it's been more than already 11 hours, because the last time I did the check-in, the time check-in, it was 6:30 when I was applying the foundation. It was 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and currently it is 5:20 p.m. in the evening. And yeah, it took me so long to complete all the videos, and still now I have a few TikToks which I need to film, so it took me so long. And you guys can see the result. The foundation holds up very nicely, and you know the weather is very humid, but I do have an AC in my room, so it might not look that melty, but I did do a lot of things around the house too where there is no air condition and the weather is really hot. So far I didn't do any sort of touch-up in the last few hours since I completed the look. So you guys can pretty much see, for a reasonably priced foundation, this is amazing. So I also say that I will be swatching the 2 shades which I used so far, so that you can see how they look side by side. So here we have number 13, which is a little bit lighter than the one that I'm using today, and the one that I used today is 14. So this is 13 and this is 14. I used 14 today in my face, and you can see how this one is looking. Usually I tend to prefer using a lighter shade of concealer, so that's why I don't face any sort of problem even if I end up using a little bit dark of a foundation. So I kind of prefer that way better, because if the face is, you know, matched with your skin tone, if you highlight, everything looks okay. So I kind of went with that and I used the 14 one. Either way, if you are someone close enough to my skin tone, then I would suggest you can probably go for number 13. And I really like the glass bottle packaging too. The only complaint that I have with this is that the caps are white, and I am a very messy person when it comes to doing makeup, so they get dirty very easily. But I would like to show you a comparison of another matte foundation that I have from Smashbox, which actually dries out like within seconds. This is the one that I'm talking about. This is Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-hour foundation. Personally, I like the coverage of this one, but I don't like how matte it is. Even though I have an oily skin, I don't like how matte it gets. So you can see this is the shade right here. within few seconds or within a few minutes it will completely dry out. And this sort of foundation actually emphasizes the lines in your face a lot more quickly, and they wear out over the day very easily, and they break down in your face, which I don't like. Plus they also crack in your smile lines, so I don't prefer using something like this for my face. But this foundation, the Focallure one, is a matte foundation, but still it has got that, you know, moisture factor in it, which makes it a little bit more slippery, and it takes a little bit more time to dry out in your face. So I don't mind it. I really enjoy this kind of texture with the foundations. And also I always set my foundation with a powder, so I don't have any problem with, you know, mattifying my face with a powder. I would rather mattify my face with a powder than let it dry on my skin. So I don't prefer this kind of foundation. And you can already see the shine is getting very less and less with the Smashbox one, whereas in the Focallure ones are still very wet and, you know, very movable. I'm not doing any kind of shade comparison with my other foundation and stuff like that in this video, because I think it will get much more lengthy. Plus I'm also getting very low on my energy level too, because I have been filming for a very long time now and I need to get off the camera. So I would recommend you guys to watch Trishita Nowroj's video on the Focallure foundation, because she actually, you know, mapped out the whole entire collection with all of her drugstore plus high-end foundation, which is similar to what and which one is, you know, close to which color, everything. She just completely explained everything very nicely in Bangla, plus the video is very nicely sorted out. So if you find my video a little bit, you know, here and there, then make sure to watch that video. I'll be linking the video in the description box below. Make sure you guys do check it out, and let me know in the comment box below if you guys would like to see more review videos in my channel, or what product you would like me to review for you guys. So yeah, now I think you can completely see what I'm talking about. You see, these are the Focallure foundation that I swatched, and this is a Smashbox one, which already dried out in my hand without even setting it or without even doing it. And by a few hours, this kind of foundations tend to crack a lot, so I don't prefer it. And honestly speaking, you can see the look in my face, and it's totally unfiltered. You can see it completely, and it looks really nice for a very affordable foundation. I have to check the price for you guys. This foundation is available in Easy Dhaka, by the way. I'm checking the price from their website. So I got the price of the foundation. It is 480 taka only, so which actually makes it less than 500, and it's very budget friendly. And honestly speaking, I think this is the most affordable foundation that I ever tried, and I liked it a lot. I think I like it more than the W7 foundation, because the W7 foundation is good and it is very full coverage too, but I didn't like one factor in that one, which is if you spray something in your face with that foundation on, it kind of melts down and runs down in your face. That kind of felt like it melts down even with water, so I personally didn't like just that factor in the W7 foundation. But with this one, I think this is a bang on foundation, and for 480 taka this is a must try, because it's very affordable. You have nothing to lose, plus the foundation is very full coverage. So my opinion about this foundation, the color range is, I think, a bit more on the neutral side rather than the olive tones. So I would have loved if they had a few more olive tones in it, but overall the shade range is not bad, and you would definitely find something for your skin because they have a very wide range. So yeah, this is it for the Focallure foundation impression in my channel. And also let me know if you guys would like me to try out any other Focallure products or review them in my channel for you guys. Honestly, I think the foundation, for the price being, is one of my most favorite in the affordable price range. Even I think it's better than the Makeup Revolution foundation, because that also cracks a little bit in my face. So I think by the budget, this is by far the best foundation that I have tried. And yeah, I also saw that Tammy Clarke tried it out a few days back in her channel, and that also looked amazing on her skin. Personally, I loved it. and I don't know if you guys will or not. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys would like to try out this foundation or not, and if you guys want to see this look, which is from another first impression video with Kaleidos makeup, make sure to check out the links in the description box below, and I will also try to give the link somewhere here in the screen, so do check that out too for the eye look and the whole, you know, face makeup and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this one a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't, and I am active in Instagram a lot. Make sure to follow me in my Instagram, and I do have a Facebook page, a TikTok, so all the handles are same, Enchanted Beauty by Basma. Make sure to follow me in all my social media platforms, and I'll be catching you guys again in my next video. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye. See what I'm talking about? This foundation is totally oxidized, and these are still very wet. I don't like this sort of foundation.